Good morning, guys. I am filming my grocery haul. I am trying to find my tripod. We are mid-packing and maybe I've been a bit too ambitious. I'm still here. I'm just trying to find a tripod of some sort. Not the one I want, but it'll do, so we can go through the grocery hauls this week. So it's definitely an interesting time at the moment. We've got a house half packed. I'm still trying to get groceries. Groceries are definitely interesting at the moment on what you can and can't get in stock. There we go, I can move a little bit more. So I'm gonna go through my groceries today. I'm gonna do food planning today, and I also wanna say a bit of a thank you as well. But not the thank you might think. And yes, I'm extremely tired because it's been a very chaotic couple of days, but let's look at the groceries for the week. Now, my total spent this week on the groceries was $154, where are we? $154 and 10 cents. I overspent this week. I overspent, I think originally my purchase was $168 and something cents, knowing full well the stock that I had ordered is probably not gonna be in stock and I'd have to reduce it down. So I overspent hoping to be able to contain some items, knowing that given what's going on with the supermarkets and the supply chains at the moment, that a lot of things would either be substituted or out of stock. So I didn't expect to get $154.10. I was expecting a lot more to be out of stock. So I'm pretty impressed with what I have gotten this week. Let's run through. My dog's just walked over. Don't know if you can see her. You won't be able to. She's just walked into the back door. She wants to come in. Something else I'm really excited about in the next 4 weeks. We have a dog door at our house. We're getting 2 more put in, but we have a dog door going in because at the moment I'm letting little miss out probably 15-20 times a day. It's going insane. Milk, usual milk. We have friends, family visiting this week, so I got extra milk just to help us for the teas and coffees and extra breakfasts and that kind of thing. My husband actually asked for Coke. He finds Coke his like refreshment when he's like busy working. So between packing and moving and all the joys that brings, he's gonna want some Coke, so I grabbed that for him. That was on sale. That's the cat and dog playing. That was the one thing on sale this week, and this was the only other thing on sale this week. I have learned I have learned in the past couple of years, I should say, that when there was panic buying, supply shortages on items, Coles and Woolies and potentially your IGAs, and although Aldi's don't do sales, but any specials they may get, they put a pause on anything. So discount codes for shopping online, sale items to reduce some of their stock, they usually don't do it, or it's very limited stock that they have to move just to keep not the freshness, but they've got certain time frames they want to have their shelves turning things over. So it can be really challenging if you are on a budget to look out for those 2 for $4 or 10% off or a discount code if you buy so much online. They don't exist much at the moment, and I can't see it coming back anytime soon, just with the shortages they've got in regards to some of their logistics getting stuff in. Let's hope it all fixes itself very soon. I'm very eager to get back to a regular shopping experience. So these were on sale, the bird's eye crumbed fish. That is going to be handy for us. I'm going to do a little bit of food planning as we talk this grocery haul today. So we are going to have crumbed fish one night this week, along with some beans, Brussels sprouts and potatoes. Very simple dinner. We were low on cheese. I grabbed cheese. They didn't have the kids yogurt, so I did grab them a custard this week. They're gonna think I'm the best mum in the world because my kids just love this custard. I am gonna portion it out and put it into the cinchy pouches just so I can really monitor it. I didn't do it the other week, and I actually found it annoying. The top of this goes crusty. I couldn't get it even into the pouches. I ended up having 1 serve left over, into the bowls, sorry. Having the pouches, I can evenly distribute it out, and then this thing can just get removed and the cinchy pouches get stored. I love my little storage rack here that the cinchy pouches slide into. See the custard thing up the back? That's sitting there from about 2 weeks ago. And that's how my fridge is going at the moment. And there's one serve left in there because the kids were arguing because I didn't pre-portion it out and there was an argument over it. Cream. I love to have cream and I purchase it regularly in my grocery haul. Okay, it's not probably the healthiest thing to eat, but I'm looking at versatility of it. I can make scones with this. I can add it to a coffee to make my coffees a bit more creamier, which sometimes is more enticing so you don't get a coffee like a takeaway coffee, a bit more of a creamier coffee. I can whip this up to put on top of other desserts. I can actually whip this so much in my KitchenAid or your cake mixing machine to split it. So if you split cream, you can make butter, so half turns into butter and half turns into buttermilk, and you can make the best pancakes with buttermilk, or you can just portion up the buttermilk and freeze it and use it as milk as you see to do some cooking or whatnot. I can use this in savory dishes. So this week, this cream, a little bit of those mushrooms, some onion, and taking out these 2 chicken breasts from last week or the week before, can't remember. And I'm going to make my creamy mushroom chicken with some mashed potatoes and beans on the side. A really nice dish there. So there's 2 dinners using the fish, the chicken from the other week, but using the cream. This is that olive spread that we've purchased this for ages now. We used to buy their more expensive brand, twice the price of this stuff here. I think this is $2. Or $2.15, I think, if I can really quickly find my receipt. I'm trying to look through it really quickly, and I don't think I can see the olive. I can see the olive spread, $2.80. $2.80 for the olive spread. It's so much cheaper than the other stuff, and this is really nice. It says new recipe. I think it still tastes just the same. The new packaging is really nice, a bit more bougie. Before it was like just a real plain dark green. I really like it. I'm keen to try their butter spreadable version of this here because I really like butter on bread, but it was out of stock. I think the past couple of times I'm like, we'll just stick to what we need, and that's the olive spread. I bought feta, so one night we're going to have a vegetarian dish which will be feta, spinach, steam some pumpkin to toss some pumpkin through it, put some tomatoes in it, cut up a cucumber, and I'm going to sprinkle on top because this is really nice stuff. This is the one that I got from Aldi's and their Christmas sort of a curated collection. This is the stuff that they gifted to me. This is the Mediterranean style dukkha, and I'm just going to sprinkle that on top of the salad, a very nice vegetarian dish. My kids will highly likely not eat that. They might just eat like the steamed pumpkin and pull out the cucumber and tomatoes. So for them, I do have the option just to fill their bellies up a little bit more. Little man can have a couple of party pies. We've been really good the past week not to go through them. And little miss, I'm like, I'm working on a 2-minute noodles here for her because I've been trying for 2 weeks now to get some, and it's been really challenging. I also have been struggling to get toilet paper. I popped out to the shops at the reject store and managed to get 2 packs of 6. We were on our last roll and I've got family staying. Interesting morning. Bread, not panic buying. I always like to get 2 loaves of bread. We go through it on the regular. My kids eat a lot of sandwiches now. You'll probably notice in my grocery hauls, I continue to go through it. I don't have any pantry items. Everything here is literally for the fridge and to consume. Quite a bit of dog food and cat biscuits. I've got no biscuits, no crackers, no tinned tomatoes, nothing. I'm really working on getting my pantry reduced. They didn't have Brussels sprouts last week, but they did this week, so I got a massive bag there. I got some beans. They didn't have any broccoli, which is fine. This means we eat more beans and more Brussels sprouts. Strawberries, bananas. I got the pumpkin. I got the watermelon in replacement of blueberries this week. My son, I think I was filming last week actually because he's home at the moment because he's not at kindy. He doesn't start school till whenever. And he just scoffed down the whole punnet of blueberries. So I was like, oh, that was a quick $3. So I've gone for the watermelon. A lot cheaper, lasts a lot longer. Happy to buy the watermelon. I've got zucchini and I've got some apples and tomatoes, and then the cheapest potatoes I could get were the brushed potatoes. I got 4 kilos and I think they worked out to be $1.80 or $2 $1.20 a kilo, which is a pretty cost-effective price point there. And to be completely honest, now tonight for dinner, have I mentioned it yet? We've actually got spaghetti bolognese. This is the mince I've taken out the freezer to defrost. It's defrosted. I really love these cinchy pouches. They stand up, like with the dog food, that's standing up as well. It doesn't leak or dribble. So when they expand in the freezer and they like fall out in the fridge, just getting the cat off the bench, they don't leak, and I really like them. So spag bowl tonight, but they had no pasta in my order. My kids just love the standard noodle pasta, but when I cleaned this pantry out the other day, this looks like there's more in here because family members have purchased things, just so you know. Cleaning out the pantry the other day, I had these here, which are shell pastas that I usually put like in like a stuffed ricotta, but I had a packet of these, so I was like, okay, let's work with that. And then my kids, we used to make mac and cheese using these pastas. My kids call them the didgeridoo pastas because they can, my husband's got a didgeridoo and the kids like to play their didgeridoo, but whatever those little pastas are there. So tonight, excuse me, that was just a hiccup. Tonight I'm going to attempt to make spaghetti bolognese using the two different pastas and just see how we go. New experience, kids need to try new things. Let's just hope for the best. In this pantry, in this freezer over here, and you'll see that I've had family visiting because they've spoiled the kids with, I did not purchase these. I purchased these ages ago, but I did not purchase these. Underneath here, I've got a bunch of bread left over from New Year's Eve, I think it was. So, a few ice creams missing out of there already. So I'm gonna do garlic bread. I'm getting nice and, believe it or not, nice and low. These are just like lots of little meat sachets I put in the little cinchy snack pouches. So my husband can just like, take like a sandwich to work. This one here's got ham in it, a nice little size, 1 serving. So whenever I get my meat from the deli, I quickly portion it up to what would suit someone to have lunches. That's actually 1 in there from the deli bag, and then the rest I put into these little pouches here. Husband can take in some bread, and if he wants to take in like some pickle or something, this will thaw out and he can make a nice fresh sandwich for lunch. We're almost empty, so trust me, my freezer's actually getting really low. I'm actually going to be getting rid of this freezer, not as in like rid of it, I'm actually going to sell it. I bought it off Marketplace ages ago, years and years and years ago, and it's been fantastic. It is a great freezer for little bulk supplies of things, but we're actually going to be getting an upgrade and going probably twice the size where we are moving to. I have the room to do it. When we first got this here, I didn't have the extra room at the time, and now we do. So I really want to get a larger one. The brand I'm looking at, I'm not too sure. I'll share it with you when we end up doing it. But that means I can do more larger cooking, freezing, snack ideas. Little man will eventually be going to school this year, so lunch ideas for him, muffins, all that kind of stuff, and I'm gonna have more room to freeze and do a lot more variety, so I'm really excited for that. I'm not gonna lie, let's look at our our dinners that I done from last week. We ended up having spag bowl. Yes, we had family turn up and some changes had to be made, so I'm going to run you through what we actually ended up having. We had the sushi rolls. Yes. Hang on a second. Let me take a turn. We had the sushi rolls. Yes, I made them. I used up all the rest of my rice. I think I still had some sushi wraps left over. And I almost used up the pickled ginger. A little bit left there that I can use maybe on that spinach salad on top. Some pickled ginger would be actually quite nice for it. I done the butterfly chicken. We done the rice and stir fry and spag bowl every other night. So there's 3 nights there. One night we had pizzas, and the other 2 nights, I'm putting the lid back on the pen because I can't multitask with the camera in my hand. We had beans on toast. We had beans on toast for dinner, and I don't think there's anything wrong with that. And it's really good because it's condensed down my pantry significantly. It might not look like it because there have been other things purchased for the kids from family visiting, which is totally fine, but I'm really low on pantry items through here. Like I'm getting really low on some items, which is great. So we had beans on toast, spaghetti on toast, we had eggs on toast. I had to grab that the other day because the kids were out of strawberry syrup. I've never had the Hershey's one before. That's all that was there. These baskets are actually getting empty. I had to open up another packet of tea, but my baskets are getting actually really low. Up here is getting really low. I mean, this probably isn't going to change, to be honest, with what I've got here. I've cleaned out a lot more containers of things where I'm like, probably had those too long. And I'm not filling up any of these. So that one is empty. The Jats Crackers one's just about empty. These are biscuits that were purchased the other day for family and friends that are visiting. I have no more Wheat Bix. So all these crumbs here, I might make like a Wheat Bix slice. And the kids are either having the Nutri-Grain. I've got cornflakes there and a box of cornflakes up the back, or porridge. We're just learning to adapt to what we've got to really reduce down our supplies before we move. So the lack of items in the store for us, it's kind of not a bad thing because it's really making me use my pantry and freezer to reduce things down. So it's been a busy week. I'm just gonna try and stand you guys up here so I've got my hands free for a minute. So it's been a really busy week here. So I'm gonna make a few meals this week. They're really simple. It's take the chicken out, put the cream in it, put these into the oven, do some potatoes, and then we're literally gonna be going back to probably beans on toast and spaghetti on toast, or actually, I need to go to the shops. Our toaster died. In the past week, our lawnmower blew up. I have to go buy a new lawnmower. Our lawnmower blew up. Our toaster died yesterday. My vacuum cleaner, she's hit and miss. It stays on, it won't turn on. She's slowly going. And there was something else that died the other day that I was like, are you kidding me? We have to replace that as well. So it's all happening at once. I do cover this off on the 28-day financial February challenge I'm doing in regards to budgeting and how you can allow for unexpected things. But sometimes things like this, you just think, well, I didn't expect that to happen. Wasn't planning that just yet. And that happens, and you got to pull money out from other areas, which is totally fine. We will work around it. We definitely need a toaster. Vacuum cleaner I'm just going to use until it literally dies, and we definitely need a lawnmower to mow the lawns. But that's my grocery haul for the week. I know some people are really struggling with, I really need mints. I really needed toilet paper the other day. It was so crazy. I went to Coles, Woolies, Aldi's, 2 chemists, couldn't get any. $2 store had them sitting up the back of the counter. I was like, there's toilet paper. Anyway, so just maybe keep an eye on your friends and your neighbours and see if they need anything, and do swapsies. Or if you're a great cook, so look, I've got some muffins here, and maybe if you're the receiver of those muffins, you could offer something else in exchange. Or if you're at the store and you're like, oh my goodness, I wonder if someone would need this stuff, give them a call. And if you are the receiver of those items, just be mindful that that person has spent that money and maybe they can't afford it. So always offer to pay for them if that's an item that you do need. We're working our way through with the grocery items we have. I'm probably not going to do any filming of any meals until we move. Oh, that was it. The washing machine, no, the dishwasher at the house we're moving to broke. It's broken, and we haven't tested the oven. And the oven, I'll show you videos in a few weeks. The oven is probably from the 1970s, I'm gonna say, and I don't know if it works. So there could be some expenses there that we're dealing with. Thank goodness I bought the air fryer. I hate kitchen gadgets, and if you've followed me for a while, you would know I hate kitchen gadgets. My mum always tries to buy me things. I'm like, please don't, please don't. I really don't like kitchen gadgets. I bought the air fryer because the oven here gets really hot. Like, it heats the whole house up. This house isn't insulated, and when that oven is on, you cannot cool the house down. So I was like, you know what? If a little man wants some meat pies, maybe I can quickly heat them in an air fryer. I love that air fryer. So if our oven isn't working short term, I've got the air fryer. I got that on sale through Amazon. It was $129. I kept my eye on it for a few weeks because Maya had them for $179, Amazon had them for $149, and then randomly one day they said sale, $129. So I grabbed it, and it's absolutely fantastic. We actually cooked some toast in there last night because my toaster literally decided to blow itself up last night, like steam was coming out, so we threw it outside. So I can cook our fish in here. I can do lots of little things on here. This is a really simple model, but I really do like it. I think it might be helping me theme our kitchen for when we move as well. Nice crisp colory scheme there. But that's my grocery haul for this week, and a bit of a chit chat and a bit of a random and a bit of a ramble and some dinner ideas for you. I need to get these things put away. I hope you enjoyed it. This is stuff that I'm definitely going to use. I'm really happy I've gotten. My stockpile is slowly dwindling down, but stay tuned for March because I need to stock up. So if you are in the same position as me, if you've never stockpiled before, if you've seen the light at the end of the tunnel to think, oh, I'm gonna have to buy that when it's on sale, but how do I do it on a budget? We're gonna do it together come March. I hope you enjoyed today's grocery haul. I hope you're all well, stay safe, and we'll talk soon. Bye.